Welcome back to Whitt. Today I'm going to be answering the question on where the ducks are going to sleep once the pigs get here. Oh, Pop, you got the tools ready? You ready to help, buddy? Yeah, you are. Good boy. We have a beautiful day today. It's just a little bit windy. What are you doing under there, Dalmatian? Got a couple snowballs in the island too. Look at all the daffodils blooming and the hyacinths. Don't mess with my flowers, girls. Good boy. We gotta try and be quiet. The ducks are sleeping. Ah, Melissa. So right now I have 25 ducks. That's including my male duck, Duke Silver, and they're all staying in the pig pen right now over winter. Oh, no, 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 no. And as spring gets underway here, we're going to be getting 3 little pigs, and they're going to be taking over that pen that the ducks are sleeping in right now. I've started collecting up materials here, and I've been brainstorming all winter long, trying to figure out what the best course of action was going to be for me to get these ducks a bigger place to stay. Hey Bert, and my original plan was to make the duck house down here bigger, but I actually like this duck house the way it is, and I like the look of the barn looking up at it with the duck house all triangular and on the left. And to make the house as big as it needs to be for all the ducks, it's going to take away too much space out of the pen here. So I've been mulling it over, and I think the best course of action is for me to cut a hole in the side of the barn and put the ducks into the top of the barn. I think it just makes sense. Instead of me trying to make a whole nother building like I did with Bert and his love shack, I already have a lot of space in the barn, so if I just organize all the stuff that we're storing in here and that I'm using for the homestead, then I can use the space that I already have under roof. So I have a lot of different stuff up here in the top of the barn, and a lot of it I have plans for here on the homestead. And of course we also have some storage up here with some gourds and the hay storage. So my plan is to clean out a corner of the barn up here and make that the new duck house or duck pen or duck sleeping quarters. So I'm going to throw you back to yesterday when I started cleaning out. Let's get started on the new duck enclosure. What do you think, puppy? We still have some work to do. I gotta get all the garbage and debris shoveled out of here into the wheelbarrow and taken away. But this is gonna be a nice size area for the ducks to sleep in at night. I think it's just under 12 by 12. It's gonna take a lot of work to get this ready for the ducks. And I think it's not only gonna be the quickest choice building it up and getting it ready for the ducks so we can move the pigs in as soon as possible. I think it'll also be the best choice for the overall look of the homestead. Oh, pup, we gotta utilize all the space we have available. So my plan here is going to be to insulate the lower half of those 2 exterior walls and then frame them in with wood. That'll keep the wind that comes through from hitting the ducks directly. What are you doing? What are you going after? And then from this beam to this post, I'm going to frame off a knee wall and screen it off with some chicken wire. And then from that post across this beam to this post, I'm going to do the same thing with a knee wall and screen, but I'm also going to add a barn door sliding so I can get in and out. Oh, pop. Thanks, Bert. To help you follow along, I drew a little picture here on the table. And at the end, it'll probably look just like that. So I'm going to get all this garbage picked up so I can move the tables away from the walls, and we'll see how much of this we can get done today. I'm sure this is going to take more than one day. I'm going to get it done as soon as possible. I do want to get the pigs here within about 2 to 3 weeks. So we really got to get started. Huh, Pop? All this wood framework line here I actually pulled out of my grandma's house. They had about a 14-foot shelf framework in the basement, and my brother that moved in there didn't want it anymore, and I wasn't going to let all the wood go to waste. So I grabbed that and I brought it down here, and I'm going to use it for this duck pen. I already used some of it to make my big aquarium rack for the fish room. There's one more of these framework down in my shed that I need to get some electrical boxes off, and then I can bring it up here. And then I have all the long 14-foot slat boards that I still have left over. So just saving that old shelving unit is going to get me pretty far here on the new duck pen. And I won't have to build a roof. It's already covered. Alright, we're going to get started here. I'm trying to take things a little easy today because my neck is kinked, and if I make the wrong quick move, things could go south pretty quick. But progress needs to be made. I have no idea why this table had to be made so heavy. It's made out of metal and stone. I don't know what I'm going to end up using it for, but I can't get rid of it. But now I have access to these lower walls and I can get them insulated. This is also the hose that takes all the rainwater from the back tanks into the lower tank inside the barn. So I want to get that insulated as well and get that mounted up into place. I guess I can do that on my own, huh, Pop? You gonna take a break? Now the only reason I'm actually going to insulate the lower half of this wall is because I have styrofoam I can use as insulation. If I didn't already have that, I wasn't going to go out and buy it. But I saved a bunch of drop-down foam ceiling tiles that was coming out of a house renovation. So I'm going to cut those to fit and plug it in like wainscoting. That wind is picking up. Alright, now I have both of the lower half of the exterior walls covered with an inch of foam board. This is going to help out a lot with keeping the wind off of the ducks. And I tacked a hose in here. Thanks, Bert. I tacked the hose in here so it's at a gradual slope. Hey, Sammy. It's at a gradual slope, so whenever I undo it from the rain tank, it can actually drain out the whole way. Thanks, Bert. Hey, Sammy. Whenever they get going, sometimes they're just all back and forth and I can't keep up. Thanks, Bert. Hey, Sammy. Up. Yeah. But to make it even better, I'm gonna add some pipe insulation around the hose before I close this off. Up. We gotta go to the house. And then I can figure out how I'm gonna close off the walls. I thought he was gonna do it. No. What about you, little boy? You gonna start roostering too? You guys ate one of your eggs. That's messed up. What are you thinking? I should have collected your egg, huh? Dizzy, you teaching them bad habits? You're not supposed to break and eat eggs. Not sure why there's 2 eggs in here. I just put Dizzy in here last night, so I don't know. Oh, puppy, you're helping too? They're all helping clean up the egg. But I just moved Dizzy and the kids up here yesterday, so I'm not sure why there would be 2 eggs in here already. I'm pretty sure one of these kids is a female. Hey, Sammy. But she's only about 12 weeks old, so she shouldn't be laying an egg yet. Not sure how 2 got in there. Alright, I have the pipe insulation, but I'm also down here in the shed trying to figure out what I have available to close off the lower half of the walls so the ducks can't actually get to the foam and the insulation. And I have some of this white veneer board. I'm not sure exactly what you call it, but it's a smooth white and it's kind of water resistant. It looks like I have a little over 3 sheets. Hopefully those are full sheets. And those are 4x8 and the walls are less than 4 feet tall and there are only 2 walls that are 12 feet less than that long. So 3 sheets cut in half and put onto the wall vertical, I should have enough. And here's the other framework I have from the shelving. I just have to take these boxes off. I also have some fence posts here I want to get up to the barn. Echo has my insulation, he'll take that up, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get those sheets out of there. It looks like I'm going to have to move a lot of stuff, but I have some other things I can work on before I need to sheath the walls. Come on, Pop, go. Such a beautiful day right now. I didn't let the ducks out yet because Mumbles hasn't been running around as much as she's used to doing up here. So since she hasn't been doing as much walking, I didn't want her overexerting herself, so I didn't want to let them out all day long today. But I'll let them out here in the evening so they get some time down in the pond. There are some days that they don't get to go out in free range, but I do try and get them out there as much as I can. All right, I don't know if this is going to be the perfect length or just short. Ooh. Not bad. Well, having a plank of wood hit me in the back of the head did not help my neck pain. But I'm starting to frame out the knee wall here going around the pen. It looks like I'm going to have enough of these. I'm going to need to take this table out of here, but I think I'm going to leave this table in the corner. The ducks can go under there. It's not really going to be in their way. And then I can store some hay or something else on top of it up out of their way. I don't really have anywhere else to put it right now, and I'm not getting rid of it. Oh, Echo Pup needs some attention. You're all dusty from laying on the floor in here, bud. And now we need to run back down to the house so I can grab those longer 2x4s so I can tie all these walls together. Now, Pop, come on, buddy. Getting our steps in today. Oh, and I'm also going to need to get this goat pen ready for the goats. They're going to be coming here soon. There's only a few things I need to do for them and pick up feed, and then that'll be ready. And the guy I get them off of does wean them off of their mom's milk and gets them on feed and hay before he sends them off. All right, birds, I'll let you out now. You can run around if you want to. Hopefully Mumbles will go down and get cleaned up. Huh, Mumbles? Can you get cleaned up, girl? Everybody assemble. I still have some more work to do on these latches before they're finished. Come on, ladies. Ooh, Mumbles got some speed today. She hit a rough spot. Yeah, you gotta watch that mud hole, girl. Hopefully that'll dry up at some point. Hey, Sammy. Come on, girl. Once you get through there, you're home free. There you go. You're on the dry run. Go ahead. Hey, Rita. How you doing, girl? You happy to be back out here? We're happy to have you out here. You stay with Mumbles. Keep her safe. She headed straight to the pond this time, so hopefully she can get cleaned up. Huh, pup. Looks like we made a wall. Alright, I got the framework pretty much done. These two top big squares, I'm just going to put chicken wire across those. And then up to the knee wall, I'm going to wall off solid. What, puppy? You trying to get a nap in, buddy? You can't get a nap in up here. You get all dirty on the ground when you're up here in the barn. Yeah, your fur gets all filthy. Yeah, you silly pup. Brought up more than one battery. gonna make it, pup. Too short. Are you about done, Echo Pup? You're ready to go back down. Yeah, look at him stretch. He's thinking we're ready. All right, let me wrap it up, puppy. Okay. So we're making some progress up here with the framing. We have that whole wall done with the knee wall all framed out, and then we came across the front and I framed out a 4-foot doorway as well. I'm gonna need my dad's help to get this table out of here. It's just way too heavy for me to move by myself. And then we'll get the wainscoting up, which will just be the lower half of the wall where we have the insulation. It's gonna take me a minute to get all those sheets out of the shed. If I have enough of it to go around these walls, I will, but I might have to find something else to do the interior walls. And then I'm gonna have to do a full cleanup here on the floor and get something down that's gonna be waterproof, because those ducks, even if I don't keep the water in here at night, the ducks are still gonna come in all wet and have water all through their pen. Ducks are messy, so we have to prepare for it. And the shape that this floor is in right now, it's not going to be able to handle all the water that the ducks bring in. I do have some old rolls of asphalt paper I might be able to use. I can use that roofing paper as a moisture barrier and then use vinyl like I used in Bert's Love Shack and put that down across the whole floor to finish it. I have some ideas flowing, but like I said, this is going to take more than one day to do. Now for the clean out door, I'm planning on doing a 4-foot wide sliding barn door. I have this tracking here that's going to work out perfectly. I just have to see if I have any mounting brackets for it. And once we get all that done, we're only going to have one more thing to do before moving the ducks in. We have the clean out door on this side because it's right here next to this door and it's going to allow me to get the wheelbarrow in and out a lot easier. But I don't want to be letting the ducks in and out on this side, sending them into the back barnyard. I'm going to want them to head out straight into the duck run. Bert, what's going on, bud? So we have the duck house and run over here, as well as a splash pad where we have all the swimming pools for the ducks. And eventually I'm going to be splitting that front enclosure in half all the way out to the gates. That's why we have a duck gate and a chicken gate. So I think if I cut a hole into the side of the barn here straight into the pen that we're making, that's going to make it the easiest for the ducks to get in and out. And when they come out, they'll be right where they need to be inside the duck run. Up. Yeah. So there's definitely going to be a lot more work to do here before we get the ducks moved out of the pig pen and into their new sleeping quarters. But I'm going to bring you along for the whole process, so if you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe down below. If you like the video, hit the like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Yeah.